What's up, everybody? What's up, Michael? What's up, Original? What's up, Aqua Shill? How's everybody doing today? Red Room event's almost over, so doing some last minute farming. You waiting for a Nick Fury mission chain? Keep waiting. What's up, Nefstar? I'm all right. How you doing? What's my favorite MCU skin they added? Ragnarok. What's up, you orders? Wait for everybody to get in here. You're trying to god roll stuff in Outriders? Well, a lot easier to do that over there. Outriders, you can actually modify your gear. It makes it a lot easier. What up, New York? Hope you have a good day as well. You need the Toby skin? I don't know about soon, but we'll see. Who knows? They might be working on it right now. Artisan in some dirt. I saw on Twitter. They're getting destroyed, as they should. I'm about to post a video later today. Do you think the next patch will fix issues? What issues? Because what specific issues? Because the next patch is designed to fix certain issues. Were you looking for any in particular? You're hoping they would address? So I could have got an RS PC yourself. Definitely get more wind power. true, but then I'd have to get a gaming PC, so, and not play on PlayStation. So I'm fine with the trade-off. Raid bugs in particular, I mean, all their patches so far have been designed to fix the raid bugs, and they're still there, so probably not. Can't support scummy people either. That is also true. Like, but you know, the crazy thing is, just think of the mindset. Like this guy, what's up, Omar? Good. This guy was like, yeah, I'm gonna go on stream. We're gonna give away a PC to one of our ambassadors, which are people who promote our product for free, with no compensation. They promote it for free. They only get paid if people buy the PC using their code, and then they get a commission. So they're mostly giving you free promotion, and you give one of them a free PC, but then you're going to decide on stream, actually, we're going to change the rules on the spot because I don't think this person that won this PC deserves to win the PC based on these numbers. And I'm going to read those numbers on stream and just completely disrespect this content creator who's been supporting us. And then they apologize on Twitter by basically saying, we're so sorry that we give out free stuff. I'm sorry that us giving free stuff made you upset. Like come on, bro. Like, absolute garbage people. What's up, YouTube Toby? Welcome back. Appreciate you. How do I feel about modders? As far as I know, this game doesn't have any. You're talking about like the modders in other communities that make cool stuff, like the Sifu modders that are putting like Power Rangers in there? Or you talk about the people that literally are just hacking Marvel's Avengers so that they can one-shot everything? What's up, Mr. Clean Kids? I mean, if you, I mean, I've played with people before. I've actually matchmade people randomly who are cheating, and it's not fun. Not fun to play with them. And but I guess people just feel like, oh, I just want to be OP and one shot everything. So more power to them, I guess. Can you please elaborate? Oh yeah, so for those who don't know, Artisan Builds is a popular gaming PC company, and their whole thing is that they build these custom gaming PCs that are really good. And they have, like everybody, they have ambassadors that basically will promote their products in exchange for like I think it's basically like an affiliate program. You give them a code and they'll promote your product. And if you buy the PC, then they get a little something out of it. Hold on, this thing is bugged. So they had a live stream where they were basically, as a thank you to their ambassadors for promoting their product, they're like, all right, we're going to give one of you a free, custom built PC on stream. Not the one I want. Which great for that content creator. But then the CEO who was running the stream, he was basically like, okay, well, actually, even though I said this person won, I'm looking at their numbers and I don't like their numbers. I don't think their numbers are high enough. So I'm going to instead talk about why going to talk about their numbers right now and how I don't think they're good enough. And based on that, I'm going to ungive you the free PC and pick somebody else with higher numbers. So obviously, people were pretty upset about that. What's the best way to get to 160? If you don't feel like doing the raid, the Omega level threat is your only option. Anything on what might happen tomorrow? New MCU skin, probably. And they might promote the fact that Black Widow is the new shipment specialty item. Due to raid bugs, these 175 people and 375 are useful because it finished fast. Yeah, for sure. They can be. If you're just trying to speed run through something. Very useful. Can you see the update? There is no update, Jack. You're still doing this thing? You're still pretending to work with that you used to work for Crystal Dynamics? With Black Widow Alpha for shipments? Yeah, Age of Ultron. See, shrink that a little bit. Auto and high caliber. Nope. Save scum. Save scum. Continue. You haven't played your Hawkeye yet, and you're power level 95. So you're way too early to start doing the OLT. Increase your power level the normal way from the guides. And then once you hit 140 on all your gear pieces, then you can play the Omega level threat. Did you get what you wanted for Thor? Nah, it's bugged. So I'm doing it for, I'm gonna wait for the cosmic. I'm gonna wait till the cosmic threat event gets recycled, because I think that's where I got my Hawkeye pieces from. And I'm gonna just run it. I'm gonna just try to get it for Thor on that. But right now I'm just trying to get it for Black Widow. All right, well, I got one for Black Widow, but I'm trying to see if I get another one. I want to see if I get, because I might want to do a high caliber build. So I want to see if I get a high caliber with the God roll as well. What up? You want to do the raid? Your highest character is 152. That's fine for the normal raid. if you want to increase your power level a little more, you can just run the OLT a little bit more so that you're, you know, a little stronger. Otherwise, that's fine. It's not the power level necessarily. Obviously it helps, but it's how well your gear is put together. Like if you have if you're 160 but your build isn't good, then you're not going to be useful in anything. But if you're 152 but you have, you know, really good gear, you're optimized and everything, then it'll be fine. Yeah, Elite Raid, you can't get into it anyway. There used to be a way for you to get into the Elite Raid if you were under power level 160, but that method got patched really fast. They are on top of that. Sky roll working for Hawkeye. I'm not sure. I would just try it on yours because the drops are literally bugged, and it depends on your character and your particular system. So you could just try it out. You know the usual method. Just do the assignments until you have like only one small thing to complete, and then do your save, and then try to see if you could get a drop in your range slot. Because my Black Widow is currently bugged, so she only gets drops for the range slot, which I was trying to tell people last stream. Like, it doesn't necessarily matter how your gear power level is arranged. That doesn't necessarily determine what drops you're going to get from the Red Room takeover. As you can see here, my lowest power level piece is 146 in the slot 3, which would mean I should only be getting defensive drops based on the method that was described last stream. But as you can clearly see, I'm only getting drops into slot 2. That's why I was trying to tell them, like, it doesn't work for everybody because it's bugged. It's like random. The way it's supposed to work is that you're supposed to get a random drop in any of the 4 slots. That's how it's supposed to work. But some characters will only get drops in gear to drop in one specific slot. In my case, I lucked out. Black Widow is only getting drops in the slot 2. So for the people that were attacking me saying I never know what I'm talking about, here you go. In 4K, I do know what I'm talking about. I would love something that isn't bugged though. It would be very nice. I would love it. It will be a dream come true. Once again, Tachyon, same slot 2 every single time. Once again, my lowest slot is slot 3. So I should, if the method was the way it was advertised, it would only be dropping here, and it's only dropping here. The game buggy. What can I say? So we save scum. Yep, new shipment on Thursday. Black Widow, Age of Ultron. Yeah, there are good and bad bugs. This bug is good. What's up, Joe? How you doing today? Yeah, I don't know what the new MCU suit is. I usually am told. I usually don't know until like, well, usually around today. Like somebody, I'll make some inquiries, and sometimes I can get it like a day or two, get it like a day early. But so far, I have no idea what the new MCU skin is, if there is one. High Roller said it. Yeah, High Roller said is going to be Hawk. I don't think Hawk is. Honestly, I don't think Hawk is getting another MCU skin unless it's part of a team set. I'm chilling, Joe. Just trying to get another god roll for Black Widow. Yeah, it's easier since I'm only getting drops in slot 2, but still a lot of RNG. What's up, Ambrose? Why does legendary gear have better perks than exotics? I mean, I guess it depends on the gear. Like some exotics are literally just copy and pasted versions of legendaries. Is there a new superhero coming? Yes, there is, Fox. She-Hulk is next. The targeting in this game is terrible. Full auto and high caliber. Nope. Good, decent stat roll though. What do you think of the current state? Current state is dry, my friend. Very dry. You'll guess that the next MCU skin is Infinity War Iron Man. It's always a safe bet to assume the next skin is Iron Man, because you're usually right. She-Hulk finna be thick. I hope she better be. We riot if she's not. Can you do the same, the save scumming on Xbox? I've heard from Xbox players that they can't do this. I've heard from Xbox and PC players that they don't have this option. Jack says it's Winter Soldier Cap. He's literally just guessing. The two most popular characters when it comes to skins are Iron Man and Captain America. So he's literally just guessing based on probability. He has no inside knowledge. Xbox down the baddest. Yeah, unfortunately. So far, I've only heard that PC. I mean, not even PC. I heard they can't do it either. I've heard, yeah, the PS4 and PS5 are the only ones that can do this. So I want to clap She-Hulk's cheeks. I respectfully want to take her out for a nice meal, and then clap them cheeks like a gentleman. At least PC has scripts. That is true. Precision and Valor, but no damage buff. Clap them cheeks with all due respect. Exactly. Because I'm a feminist. I will only clap them cheeks in a way that is empowering and respectful. Well, I'm looking for a Widow. I'm looking for another ranged piece with a targeted buff. But I want to see if I could get it on the high caliber shot instead of the full auto, so I have the option for a more high damage build, for more high damage, focus damage. Thanks for the sub, James Gray. Welcome to Do-Rag Gang. You think She-Hulk and Captain Marvel and Strange are coming next? Close. She-Hulk is next, followed by Winter Soldier, and then if they have time, or basically they have the time and the resources to get it done, then Captain Marvel is last. Currently, they are not working on any. They have not worked on, I should say, any hero beyond those three, and the mystery Echo character. But if the game makes it to 2023 and gets another round of support, then I'd say they're going to be looking at, some of the bigger names like Strange and Scarlet Witch. The wrong person going to be in chat one day and it's over. High caliber. Well, when it comes to high caliber, it actually doesn't matter to me. Wow, just went through the floor. I'm just trying to get a buff. Because I'm going to get it to proc regardless, because of the way I have my build set up. But if I can get proficient with high caliber, that'll be fine too. Because I know I'm going to be using the charge shot. same stat roll. No damage buff. Down tremendous. Fun fact, before Crystal Dynamics and Square Enix thought of the Kree story, Captain Marvel was supposed to be on A-Day? Really? Because I heard that wasn't true. Based on what Miller said about what the game was like in development. What do you think, Winter Soldier? Depends on when She-Hulk comes out. If they can get She-Hulk out by April, then Winter Soldier will probably be out in the summer. Do I watch Family Guy? Not anymore. It's crazy how an IP as lucrative as Marvel wouldn't invest more resources into the game. So it's not like a Marvel thing. Like, they invest a lot. So what Marvel Games does is they put out a bunch of these, you know, cash grabby mobile games, and they use that to get other Marvel game projects funded. But in this case, Square Enix is the one that's just licensing the Marvel IP. So it's up to them how much money they're going to put into this game. And right now, they don't think it's a great investment. They shouldn't have given up on War Machine. I agree. I hope I mean, there's still time. They could literally make him a Neko character, and he wouldn't be that bad because they already started work on him. Just give him some heroics and attacks that you didn't end up using. Darn it. No damage buff. We need a wave check at 1 million subs. 1 million sub wave check. Sub Dante? Demon Slayer Sadot? I'll take it. What's up? You think Black Panther has the best skins in the game? You don't like his build though? Actually, I'm actually rocking a ranged Black Panther build right now. It's pretty good. Unfortunately, he's not that great as a melee character, because melee kind of sucks in this game. But as a ranged character, pretty good. I don't think he has the best skins though. He doesn't even have that. He has some good ones for sure, but he doesn't have that many. It's got to be Iron Man just by pure quantity. Yeah, War Machine. They could do a lot. They could do a lot with War Machine. Hopefully, they do end up adding him. I don't know how much work they put on him, but feels like it'd be a waste. A lot of skins were removed. Oh yeah, they did that for everybody. Apparently, they're experimenting with with a less cluttered looking marketplace, according to them, which basically means they removed all the ugly recolors that weren't selling and are seeing if, I guess, it leads to an increase in sales, or they're making room for something else. What's the patch going to be for next week? There's currently no scheduled patch. There is a patch supposed to be for March. I'm predicting it'll be next week, but it's the patch 2.3. If you missed the coverage that I did of it, it's basically this big update they're planning, mostly quality of life changes to the game. They're bringing Nick Fury back as an NPC. They're going to be adding a checkpoint system to the raid. They're going to be adding a kick option for the lobby. They're changing the war table and how you select missions. They're reworking vaults and villain sector rewards. So they got, you can see all the stuff they're covering in the blog, but basically those are the highlights. Hawkeye is your main. Bag of Tricks is OP. Yeah, 157, almost at the elite where you can get that gear. Nice. Yeah, Hawkeye is pretty absurd when you level make him built around Bag of Tricks. I remember early on when I was streaming, when I was new to streaming, I did a Hawkeye Mega Hive run. Back when it was like eight gauntlets to the Mega Hive instead of 4, and I did all 8 with Hawkeye, and I only pressed triangle. I didn't use my heroics at all. I literally just pressed triangle the entire time and cleared it. It was hilarious. What villains do I want to add to the game? At this point, I'll settle for MODOK and Crossbone villain sector. We just need more villain sectors. Like how we still don't have them as, why don't we have a claw villain sector? They've added new bosses. You had MODOK from the campaign, still can't fight him again. You've brought in Crossbones, you brought in Claw. You got the super adaptoid. Like, why aren't there more villain sectors? That's what we need more of. The end of the raid, you're gonna kick people. I don't think you can. So for as far as I can understand, far as I understand based on their explanation, it's not a full kick function like you have in other games. It's for like the lobby. What about that mystery character? We never got what happened to that because they haven't put out the roadmap or anything yet. Can't wait to get your PS5. I hope you do. You can join the club. Once you get a PS5, then Aqua will actually speak with you and treat you like a human being. What build you have on Kate? I don't play Kate really anymore. If you vote kick off Spider-Man's, yeah, So hold on, I got you on Kate Bishop. So the kick function, basically, from the way they explained it, when you get to this screen, when you're about to start the mission, and people are loading in, you'll be able to, if you have your matchmaking on, you know, if people come in, you can vote to kick a specific person out, and you know, invite someone or whatever. But from this screen, you would just be kicking them, and then you just have to invite someone else into your strike team. What's up, Rebel with a Cannon? Who's the best to use in the raid in the OLT? The best in, you can never go wrong with Thor. Thor is great in everything, but specifically Iron Man is actually a bit more useful in the raid because of his specific mechanics. But Thor is, you know, OP everywhere else. Let me find it. Here we go. Put on another. I'm going to put on another creator real quick. Exclamation mark hearts. If you're looking to build your Kate Bishop, go check out Yardrat Hearts' channel. He is, I will say, the world's best Kate Bishop player. So if you want to learn how to build Kate Bishop, that's definitely the guy you want to look at for videos, because I don't play Kate that often. I don't even have her at 160. But he is a pure Kate Bishop main, and he has perfected her build. Confirmed for Widow 2. Nice. Do you think when they add villain sector, Winter Soldier to be a villain sector for him against Cap? No. But I would hope there's a villain sector. Like, it would be concerning to me if the DLCs they drop, the character DLCs they drop this year, also don't come with villain sectors. What's up with Black King? Screen 5 is out on Apple TV. Are they sponsoring you, Landon? This is a sponsorship plug for Screen 5. How much they paying you? They slot, you know, send me some cash. I'll give them a shout out. I'll tell people to go see it. So that the cheek clapper for now on. I mean, that's always been my thing. Too bad the kick action is not what we expected. I mean, there's no way they would have done like a full kick option from missions. Like, yeah, they're not going to. Like, this is the same. These are the same devs that won't add an emote wheel because they're worried about griefing. Yeah, so no way where they're going to let you literally kick people while in the mission. You ran the OT with Cap the first time last night. I remember he was so fun. He is fun. Like, I mean, I also play him ranged. I have a ranged vibranium Cap, but he's pretty fun. Are they going to make raids or OTs daily objectives? Based on the patch 2.3, no. They said that's not changing. What they're changing in terms of daily objectives is villain sectors and vaults. They're now going to be like a part of a weekly mission chain that can reward you with exotics. They're supposed to be giving more information, but they haven't done a live stream yet. They said they were going to be doing live streams. So that's why I assumed it might come out next week or the week after. They need to make earning credits easier than their challenge. They need to just add another way to earn credits. They said they were. I mean, they said they were working on a mission chain, but didn't end up happening. Nope. Did you hear someone say that they are adding She-Hulk? Yep. That She-Hulk is one of the characters that leaked in 2020. She is currently the next hero. Wonder if you have to defeat Scarlet Witch to get her to unlock. I wish. You're gonna get kicked out because of your name, probably. What's up with the fabrication machine? I have no idea. I've not tried to use it. Will we make it to Captain Marvel? I hope so. The question is, yeah, that is a good question, because I legitimately can't say whether or not she's going to come out this year. Am I excited about the Marvel Netflix shows coming to Disney Plus? Only because that means that we might see them in the MCU. Not excited about Iron Fist though. I will say that. You've got every variation of the damage tech on Piece of Widow, but range crit. Bro, I got the one, and now I can't even get another damage buff right now. I've been farming this since this morning. You want for a gear? Yeah, I'm trying to get another. Maybe I'm being greedy, but I'm trying to get a similar god roll. I want to get another one, but with different guns. The way you're spending on the game, they better make it to Captain Marvel. So I'll be saying M-bombs. That's definitely not correct. Getting your PS5 in 2 days. Nice. I have no idea. Miller said that She-Hulk's moves are not going to be the same as Hulk. Like, he's saying people are going to be concerned that She-Hulk is basically just an Echo character, like just a female Hulk, but he said her moveset is different. I don't know how different it's going to be though. But Hulk is pretty much one of the only good melee characters, on top of being a very good Valor character. So she'll probably fall, if she's similar to Hulk, she'll probably fall under that. Maybe she'll also have some good range stuff. Who knows? You got a few ranged power ones. You want the high caliber pistol? Yeah. Yeah, I want the high caliber. Gotham Knight's going to be all you play when it drops. Suicide Squad. Oh god, yeah. When Gotham Knights drops, I'm all about Gotham Knights. Then when Hogwarts Legacy drops, I'm all about Hogwarts Legacy. Am I seeing the Batman? I got my ticket. I got the I'm going to the Thursday show at 4 p.m. Cannot wait. Cannot wait to support my baby Zoe Kravitz. All right, Aqua Show. Probably got to get ready for his big Fortnite showdown. Yeah. I'm only streaming until like 2 o'clock anyway, because I want to catch Doom's podcast with High Ruler. And I gotta post a new video. Come on, darn it. They're doing me dirty, chat. They will not give me any sort of damage buff. Do you think we'll ever get villains such as Red Skull, Ultron, Yellow Jacket? Well, I know for a fact we're getting Ultron. That's the one villain I know. They're working on releasing either an Ultron villain sector or an Ultron Omega level threat. But Ultron is on the schedule for this year. All those other villains, I cannot say. Sup, Sky Preach Man? I'm good. How are you doing, my friend? Is that bug too? No, I got a depth buff earlier, so I know I can get, damage buff. I got targeted protection and I got a depth buff, so I know you can get other stuff. Is literally just RNG. The RNG is just not being kind right now. Recovering from operation. I'm glad you're recovering, my friend. Hope you get well very soon. I hope you receive plenty of wealth and sexual favors and all of your favorite foods. What movie you really excited for? The Batman. I think it's going to be the best superhero movie this year. And I'm also excited for Multiverse of Madness, but I'm not as confident in that one being good. Would I stream Call of Duty? Absolutely not. I have never and will never play Call of Duty. I don't want any part of that game or that community. If I wanted to get racial slurs yelled at me while playing a video game, I'd go back to playing NBA 2K. What's up with a Thanos villain sector? Don't think it's happening. Why don't I think multimat? I think Multiverse of Madness is going to do well. I think it'll probably be good, but I also think it could be bad. Well, I don't know how bad, but I think it could not live up to expectations. They've done a lot of reshooting. Usually that's a sign of things not going according to plan. I know they're going to go overboard on the cameos, so hopefully it doesn't, affect the story. And, hopefully they make Wanda, they don't, I love Scarlet Witch as a character, but I hope we don't get a WandaVision all over again. Don't ever play Six Siege. I will not. I look like an experienced COD player. I believe that was a racial stereotype you just did there. Wonder what Bucky's alt would be. That's a good question. Targeted inspiration. You son of a... I was with the full auto anyway. I didn't want that anyway. Maybe it's maybe with his alt, maybe Bucky's alt is gonna Rocket Raccoon is gonna drop down out of nowhere, out of a portal. And the two of them are just gonna go back to back and start shooting guns in a circle. That'd be a cool alt for Bucky. Thanos will clap our cheeks. Thanos will get one shot, just like every other boss in this game. If he was a villain sector, he's getting the same treatment as Maestro. Scarlet Witch is the most powerful character in the MCU. I mean, at least powerful human character, most likely. House of M was basically WandaVision. And WandaVision started out really good until it got really bad. I just don't want Multiverse of Madness to be all about Scarlet Witch being OP and a villain, but also we're supposed to treat her like she's some kind of victim. Because I'm pretty sure she's going to be the villain. Like basically I'm worried about Multiverse of Madness being X-Men Dark Phoenix. You're not excited about She-Hulk because it does have a buff melee. I mean, if she's similar enough to the Hawk, you shouldn't worry about that. Hawk is one of the few characters in the game who can get away with playing melee. So I would imagine they wouldn't do that for She-Hulk. They want her to be plenty powerful. Hello from Spain, Avenger. Well, hello. Appreciate you stopping by. Bucky should have a shared expansion with Cap. That would be awesome. They could finally, and they can maybe finally get some use out of Dugan, Dum Dum Dugan. He's just sitting there as an NPC doing nothing. At what point do you think WandaVision went south? Right around when Agatha all along came through. And the show basically turned into, oh, Wanda's a victim here. She did nothing wrong. Everyone trying to stop her is the bad guy. And we're going to have a generic CGI battle between two similar characters with similar powers, just like literally every other Marvel movie with the sky beam thrown in there. It's like, okay. Cool. We're doing this again. What's up, Yardrat? Best melee character? I think Morius, appreciate the sub. Welcome to Durag Gang. I think it's actually Thor. Both of them are pretty powerful when built as a melee. I mean, they're the most powerful built as a melee, but I think Thor's hammer spin does more single target damage than Tectonic Fury. But Hulk's melee is much better for crowd control. Targeted protection? Come on, bruh. Targeted protection with the pistols. Now we must be getting close, chat. We're getting close, chat. I feel it. We got to be getting close if we're finally getting actual perks other than more guns. Got that one too? Targeted protection. Oh my god. How you doing, Yardra? I just put somebody, but Yardra, I just put some onto your channel. Someone's trying to level up their Kate. So I'm like, well, I'm not going to show them my Kate build. I'm just going to direct them to the best Kate Bishop player in the world. Remember someone released a dope roadmap for the next couple years? Oh yeah, there are a couple of them. There have been a couple really good fan-made roadmaps, and I've used all of them for clickbait. It's worth buying a PlayStation console for Spidey. No, it's worth buying a PlayStation console because it's the superior console. Getting Spider-Man in Marvel's Avengers and Insomniac is a bonus. You don't like the new upgrade system? Yeah, it's like, yeah, they basically took the infusion idea from Destiny. I don't mind it. I just don't like how progression is tied to the raid. specifically, I don't like how progression beyond 160 is tied exclusively to the elite raid, which is limited to once per week per character. I think that's just a very transparent way to pad your non-existing content and basically stall until you have something else out. You also got invulnerability right after. No, don't say that. Oh, I didn't get anything. All right. It's too expensive. Is it? Honestly, haven't noticed. Maybe because I don't upgrade gear that often. When I'm leveling up my character, I'm like, okay, I need to upgrade what piece? Okay, upgrade, done, keep it moving. How I feel about Nick Fury? I literally feel nothing for Nick Fury. I was mildly curious about what he was doing all this time, but if the answer is stuff and he's just going to pop up at the helicarrier like nothing happened, I'm like, okay. Can't believe you just said Square Enix Spider-Man is dope. I did not say that. Insomniac will always have the best Spider-Man, hands down. Yeah, I can say Insomniac has the best interpretation of Spider-Man. Some might argue Web of Shadows, but yeah, I like the Insomniac Spider-Man the best. But I think the Spider-Man in this game is fine considering the circumstances. Obviously, it could be much better, but the fact that they didn't get to work on Spider-Man until like they were at the end of the development process, I think considering that, he came out pretty well. Like his combat is really good for this, but it's just the fact that his swinging, isn't up to par. Part again because they didn't have time to work on him. They didn't have enough time to fit him into the game. And his web status not working on bosses is super annoying. But actually playing with him like in combat is actually really fun. Okay, I gotta be more aggressive. Nope. Like he didn't even have a story like Panther. Think it's something you don't do with a hero. Thank you, Mustafa, for the sub. Welcome to our game. Yeah, it was definitely disappointing that he didn't get a story. But like I said, I understood also the position they were in. I'm sure Crystal Dynamics, I know Crystal Dynamics did not want to have Spider-Man in this game. They did not design the game for Spider-Man. They did not want to take the deal, but Square Enix likes money, so they were like, "Nah, you're doing it." And you know, so they didn't like the idea of having a character be exclusive to one platform. They also are short in terms of how many people they have working on it, so they probably legitimately just didn't have the time, the people, and the resources to do a Spider-Man story and get out the raid on time, because they had to get out Spider-Man by 2021. They could not delay it any further. So, okay, well, we got all this other stuff to work on. Let's just get the Spider-Man out here. We'll make it a hero event rather than a full operation. That way we limit the impact of the players that don't get them. And we'll just go with that. So it's disappointing, but I get that they were kind of in a no-win situation. The more disappointing thing for me was that there wasn't any content for everybody else besides the raid. I don't care that PlayStation players didn't get exclusive Spider-Man missions in addition to an exclusive character. I would have rather they had like some new villain sectors for everybody rather than just Spider-Man and the raid. Do I know I show speed? Yeah, I do. I wish my live streams had that many people watching. He's like the only person that makes trending consistently on YouTube from doing live streams. It's actually insane. This game got a Charissa rework, it'd be amazing. It would be. You might hop on Avengers again. You just missed the combat. In terms of content, it's getting better. Do you need more? Yeah. Like the patch 2.3 sounds promising in terms of quality of life fixes. So I would definitely pop in to check that out. You know, see if the fixes work and you know how good they are. Because on paper, they sound pretty good. It's got the range graviton. Oh no, I hate that. Do I think Black Panther was an expansion? Absolutely not. Black Panther was 100% not an expansion. They marketed it as an expansion. It was 100% not an expansion. Who do you main? Whoever my heart desires. So sometimes it desires Thor, sometimes it desires Spider-Man. This week it desires Black Widow. Only because she's got a new skin dropping that I'm going to be promoting. But I'm usually playing with either Thor, Spider-Man, or Hawkeye. When you get a PS5, or if you get one, you would have Spider-Man. Yep. You can rub it in everyone's face that doesn't have a PS5. Got back on Destiny 2. It's more funny, remember? Yeah, I started Destiny 2 for the first time, and it was a lot of fun. I thought it was fantastic. I gotta get back to grinding. I refuse to spend money on it though. How to do your Spidey? I'm doing I did a drone build. Ranged drone. So it's all about the Valor and drone though. Currently the piece I have on, I would have to take off if I was going to run the raid because the piece is still bugged. Why did you not add Spider-Man on Xbox? I didn't add Spider-Man on Xbox because I'm not Sony and I don't have the power to put Spider-Man anywhere. I'm just a content creator. I have no say on what system gets Spider-Man. You just got insulted. Hold up. Chill, Nightbot. You want to stream Elden Ring? Definitely not. That's how I have my Spider-Man set up right now. But I would have to take this off. Put on something like this or this. Or yeah, this or this. Because currently Spider-Man's raid gear is still bugged. It does not work at all. It's supposed to work with the drone. Combined with this chest piece. It's supposed to get the status effect, but it doesn't for Spider-Man's raid gear. And no word on whether or not they're going to fix it. The communication has improved, but not by that much. So I have no idea if they're aware of it or if they're going to fix it. The shipment refresh is Thursday. It's just a specialty skin. You can track how long until the next specialty skin in the shipment menu. So 1 day and 22 hours from now. You don't like Holland suits? I like the Far From Home one a lot. I like the integrated. And I like the one from the end of the movie. Those are pretty fire. Targeted graviton, really? Targeted graviton payload, bruh. Oh, this would have been a good rule. Freaking pistol. Had Valor, might, and precision. Come on. Bruh. On the update on November 30th, they changed the DNHS so that you can't get upgrade modules anymore. But they give upgrade modules for the shipments. Perks like that need to be taken out of the game. Facts, bro. Or leave it on the chest piece. Like it's fine if it's like a perk, like a reactive graviton, like you take damage. Like it's fine as like a nice bonus perk, I guess, on a chest piece. I used to do that for Hulk, but God, it's annoying on like I don't want that on targeted, bro. You on that Spider-Man 2 and Wolverine? Everybody is. As you would definitely tell if you watch my PlayStation Showcase reaction. I was a little excited. And by a little, I mean I lost my freaking mind. I was literally shrieking into my inferior microphone along with like everybody in the chat. The entire time. What's up, Joe Fisher? Can they add Insomniac skin in the game? I don't believe they can. If you talk about the iconic Insomniac suit, they would have to go through Sony for that. But I don't think they would even bother to do that. They're looking for non-MCU skins. They can literally just look to the comic books. Insomniac has a lot of good comic book skins for Spider-Man in their game. Avengers could definitely add some. Where's that black suit? Where's that $20.99? Will Marvel's Avengers live on through 2022? If I were a betting man, and I am sometimes, but if I were betting money, I would say Avengers lasts until the end of the year. I think Square Enix gives them until the end of the year to get it, you know, to show them this is worth investing in, and then they're like, nah. Yeah, my non-pessimistic prediction is that we get Captain Marvel in December, and then that's it. What's up, Bobo? I don't know if Wolverine's going to be old. He didn't look like an old man in the trailer, but I definitely would not mind if Insomniac had a Hulk in their game as a villain. Come on, darn it! Usually when I see Cosmic, I know it's going to be something. Like they only put the guy rules on the Cosmic. They're doing me dirty. No Thanos. As far as I know, they never had any plans to put Thanos in this game. I've looked at the data mine files. I've heard from leakers. I've never heard at any point that they were putting Thanos in the game. They definitely need Tachyon Sonic pieces. That would be fire. Or Tachyon Vibranium for the raid. That'd be perfect for the raid. Are you trying to ask if I'm getting tired of doing this? No. I'm a looter. I mean, I'm tired of having to close app every time. But no, I play looters often. I don't mind farming the same thing over and over again. If it's for something that I want. What about War Machine? They started working on him, and then he seemingly got canceled, or at the very least put on hold. Unclear if they're going to add him this year, or if he was officially canceled. Cryo, I don't even have to look. I know if it's cryo, I know it's not going to be anything good. I should already know by now. Cryo is going to be dog water. Why not have Thanos? So the initial idea for Avengers is that they wanted to have a Marvel Avenger game based around the comic books that was distinct from the MCU. Rather than trying to make an MCU game, they wanted to make a game based around the comic books and not just try to retell the MCU. That's why they had Kamala Khan on the team and as the center of the campaign, and why they originally were actually going to have Kate Bishop in the starting roster instead of Black Widow. But they ended up changing that around and making Kate Bishop a DLC character instead. But Kate Bishop was originally going to be on the starting roster, and Black Widow was going to potentially come later. Do you think Square Enix abandoning the game working on a sequel? So I've heard that Square Enix is currently working on a non-sequel Marvel game, possibly X-Men. So whenever they pull the plug on Avengers, they're simply going to move Crystal Dynamics employees around, because Crystal Dynamics is not the studio they currently have rumored to be working on their next Marvel game. So Crystal Dynamics will just go on the Tomb Raider and Perfect Dark. I don't think anyone is really looking for a sequel to this game the way as it currently stands. Square does have a license for another game, so it sounds like the rumor is that's what they're doing. They're working on a whole new game, no sequel, whole new Marvel game. Which is probably a good idea. There was a Marvel's Avengers 2. It would not go well. This game it's hard to break first impressions, and this game just has a bad reputation. Like the reputation of this game is so bad that it actually hurt the sales of a completely different Marvel game that Square put out, Guardians of the Galaxy. Despite the fact that Guardians of the Galaxy was one of the best games of the year, won awards, critical acclaim, its sales were hurt purely from the existence of Marvel's Avengers. So I don't see them making a sequel. I think they're going to try to put as much distance between this game and whatever else they're working on. How much different would he be from Iron Man? If you're talking about War Machine, probably pretty similar, because they they took War Machine, and when they were developing him, and they ended up moving some of his assets over to Iron Man. But they could like give him some different weapons, and they could change his heroics, because they have heroics just lying around that they aren't using. So I think Vision and Scarlet Witch should be in this game, of course. If they were following the MCU with their DLC characters, then it makes much more sense. It would have made much more sense to me to have a WandaVision expansion or operation, a 2-part WandaVision operation instead of a Kate Bishop and Hawkeye one. If you wanted to sell your Xbox for a PS5, unless the prices are changed, I think the disc version is still $500, and the digital version is like $4. That's what I remember based on official retail prices, not scalper prices, not markup prices. The original prices that they listed, they said $500 for disc, $400 for digital. If they pull the plug on Avengers, no one's going to trust them enough to buy another Marvel game. You will be surprised what consumers are willing to overlook. Cyberpunk 2077 had the worst launch in the history of gaming. It could probably not get any worse than Cyberpunk 2077. Still made a lot of money, and people still got the game again after they just dropped this next gen upgrade. People were still willing to give the game another chance. So yeah, if you wait a couple years and Square drops another multiplayer Marvel game, people are going to be like, "Ooh, Marvel," and they're going to buy it. I wouldn't come in here saying I told you so, Top Rivers, because with Black Widow, I just proved that whole theory was not it. So yeah, you picked the wrong stream to say I told you so. No way you're live and don't buy a Guardians game. Thank you, Slight, for the Sky Dragon. Great name. Welcome to Do Right Gang. If you didn't see your Guardian streams, you wouldn't have bought it. Yeah. If thank you, Vash, for the sub on Do Right Gang. And if High Ruler hadn't told me to give Guardians a shot because it was actually good, I wouldn't have ended up getting it. Like the only reason I reached out to Square to get a review copy is because High Ruler told me, no, I got to play it early. I got to play earlier version, and it's actually really good. You should try it out. So I was like, all right, I'll put in for early access code. And I blame them. I think it's because of the marketing. The marketing combined with the association with Marvel's Avengers, it definitely hurt it. If you are in MCU phase 5 or 6, for sure people will buy the game. Oh, for sure. Like people, like, don't underestimate how, the attention span of gamers. Like, give it a few years and they'll move on. Especially if it's like from a different company. that has like a good track record. Now you're getting nothing but Range of Widow. Congratulations. I did it. I know. I showed that the red room is bugged and it doesn't matter how you arrange your gear. It's RNG. RNG and bugs. That is the history of the red room takeover. RNG and bugs. The cross promos, oh, they definitely did not help at all. Only being able to play a Starlet could that? Not at all. That's why, like, that was one of the complaints, but once people actually played the game, they're like, oh, it literally doesn't matter. You still can't admit that us telling you that you can do it and how to do it. Okay, so just to nip this in the bud, since Rivers is choosing not to just look at the screen, he said the only way to get drops in the slot 2 spot from the red room takeover is to arrange your gear so that the lowest piece, the lowest power level piece is in the slot 2. He said that's the only way I could get slot 2 drops in the red room. I would have to literally have my slot 2 be lower power level. As you can clearly see, my slot 3 is my lowest power level piece. Despite that, I'm only getting drops in slot 2, which is the exact opposite of what he said. So again, you were wrong. It's fine, but we're moving on now. It's in 4K. The red room is bugged. No one's fault. It was just what I was saying. The red room is bugged. It's RNG. Nothing really you do. So it's dead. We already established. I was correct. So I've literally shown it about 30 times on stream. It is what it is. Doesn't work for slot 2 drops. You tried it, really, it's just rent. Yeah, like I said, it doesn't work for everybody. Like, and if people are just humble enough to say, yeah, it might not work for everybody, they're just like, no, you're wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. You're always wrong. Blah blah blah. And I'm just like, okay, cool. So I'm just gonna do a stream and show you that I do know what I'm talking about. Because this is not my first time dealing with the red room. I knew from beforehand that the red room was bugged and sometimes certain drops are tied to certain characters. And now he's saying, and now he's coming up with a conspiracy theory to try to explain it away. Now he thinks I have a 148 chest piece in my inventory. So let's check my inventory. Before I ban you, let's check my inventory. It wasn't you, Joe. It was another hater. This other hater that chimed in. He was like, "I'm always wrong, and I don't know what I'm talking about." You're doing it wrong because you're not wearing your do-rag on correctly and not eating your grilled cheese. That's the only way to get the slot 2. So Rivers said that the only reason I'm getting the slot 2 drop is because I secretly have a 148 chest piece hiding in my locker. Granted, if I did have a 148 chess piece, by the way, by his own explanation, I would get a 148. I would get drops from both slots, correct? Because they would be equal. So I'll be getting slot 2 and slot 3 drops, right? But this whole stream, we've been over an hour. We were going there to 2 hours. What have I been getting? Every single time I've been getting a drop in the slot 2. Despite the fact that he claims I'm secretly hiding a 148 chess piece. So if that were the case, I'll be getting drops in both the slot 2 and the slot 3. But let's check the inventory. Let's see what I'm hiding in the inventory. One forty, 140, 140, 140, 140, 140, 140, 140, 140, 140, 130, 130. Oh, look at that. Top Rivers doesn't know what he's talking about. Cool. That was a shock. No way. I didn't see that coming. Hot Rivers just making stuff up because he doesn't want to admit he was wrong. Literally, all he had to say was, "You're right. The game is buggy. It doesn't work for everybody. Cool. I was wrong." But no, he had to double down and try to come up with a conspiracy theory to explain why he was wrong. What's up, King Tony? Probably an Xbox player. It would make sense. RNG does indeed stand for random. Oh, look at that. Another range slot drop. Any day now, I'll get that slot 3 drop and Top Rivers will have been vindicated. Spend an hour and 42 minutes of straight range drops, but I'm sure any minute now that secret 148 chess piece I'm hiding is going to kick in. And RNG stands for really terrible way of getting loot. You got 2 vulnerable ones again? Shoot. Down bad. What is my Hawk build? It is a Valor build. But I also have it set up so that I can do cool things with his Tectonic Fury. The L. The L box. Oh my god. What's my Clint build? Bag of tricks degeneracy. You thought you already had a guy roll? I do. I was trying to get another one. I wanted to have one. I wanted to have a god roll for the full auto and a god roll for the high caliber. So I was trying to get, so that after I got the god roll for the auto, I wanted to get a god roll for the high caliber. Valor Precision. I made a precision Black Panther build because when I tested Black Panther when he first came out, I found that Valor did absolutely nothing other than, you know, critical damage. So I just was like, all right, I'm gonna just focus on ranged. My Hawk build. So mostly just like the one I posted on my channel. But yeah, another Valor build. I got the reactive buff. I got this piece from the raid. All range attacks deal vibranium. And I get a faultless buff. but the faultless buff is bugged, so it only triggers on melee crits. But I can do melee crits because I got this Tachyon Wrath. Heavy power attacks do plasma, and I get a Tachyon Surge. So because of these two, when I do the Tectonic Fury, it does vibranium and plasma at the same time, and I can get a damage buff and a Tachyon Surge. Best way to farm cosmetics? I don't know what you mean. Have a lot of money? I don't know what you mean. You talk about how to get what units for shipments? My Hawkeye build, standard. Standard bag of tricks. Thank you, Javel. Appreciate it. Welcome to Durag Gang. New shipment for March is going to be Age of Ultron Black Widow. You just read the pause and release of, yeah, in Russia. Yeah, I heard. You're trying to farm units, then just play vault missions on Challenge 4 and open chests. That is currently the only unit farm right now. But in patch 2.3, they will be adding units as a reward for end game activities, like the raid and the Omega level threat. Saving units this month? Yeah. I mean, some people can of course just buy the shipment skin without spending units, but you know, that would be cheating. And I don't condone cheating. I will of course be spending my units and getting the Black Widow skin the old-fashioned way, the honest way. No cheating on this stream. If other people want to buy the shipment skin without spending units, that is up to them. But I will not be like Tricks Ridiculous, flying too close to the sun. All Disney movies are not going to be in Russia. Yeah, which makes sense. It'll be that. I understand this, you know, punishing the civilians that don't have anything to do with it, but I understand from an optics standpoint, they're like, well, we don't want our movies playing in Russia right now. we don't want to be doing that. So I understand the position they're in. I mean, not that Disney ever cared about that sort of thing. But I guess they have a much more lucrative relationship with China than they do with Russia. Otherwise, they wouldn't be doing this. They probably don't make that much money from the Russian market, so they're like, well, we can safely pull our movies without worrying about any real consequences. Wasted most of the units in an attempt to get the glacial outfits. Ugh. Think it's trash. Unfortunately, they're not changing anything about the raid or in that regard in the next patch. The one thing they're doing is for the raid is adding a checkpoint system, so that instead of getting all the rewards at the end, you're going to get gear after completing certain phases. That way, if you disconnect or something, you won't walk away with nothing. and we're back doesn't get vault keys anymore. As far as I know, the way to get vault keys has always been to find a shield cache. Everybody used to the standard way that everybody does to get vault keys was Day of Remains and Stark Realities. Those are the only ones. Those are the main ones people have been using since the game launched, because they're pretty easy to find. But when the patch 2.3 comes out, you're not going to need vault keys anymore. Vaults are always going to be on the map, so you're not even going to have to worry about it once the patch comes out. AoE Widow, it's not great. the picture I saw was not the best. I'll tell you that. Yeah, the desert has a shield cache, but I don't know anyone that ever uses the desert. Everybody I know that farms for keys just goes to Day of Remains. Is the Age of Ultron skin? I can check. The same day it leaked, they removed it on the back end. Come on. I'm gonna get that freaking piece. They need to give it Hawk a Thor Ragnarok skin. I don't think they are, because like his Ragnarok fits are basically already in the game. That's why I don't think they're gonna do it. The Winter Soldier cap. You'll probably get that because Captain America and Iron Man get all the skins. What was my reaction when the game launched? My exact reaction was, all right, let's play some Avengers. And then it was like, oh no. oh no. What happened? The in-game skin pack is what you're sticking with until you can find something in the shipments. Nice. If you get another range crit piece and it's not damaged, it'll be fast. Yo, it's so annoying, bro. I'm down tremendous. Since you're now on PS5, you can't take advantage of the grind. Yeah, apparently it's PS5 and PS4 only. See, last time it leaked, it was down here. But yeah, they quickly removed it. The same day people discovered it. So I'll have to wait until Thursday to see it again. Hopefully they change the hair color, so she doesn't look like Ronald McDonald. It'd be dope if they had an Iron Man skin that looked like Ultron. It'd be dope if they had better emotes, like Fortnite. Like what? Like imagine a emote for Infinity War Iron Man. Where you can have like civilian clothes. Where you can go from like civilian clothes and the liquid metal, the nanotech will form over him. Or what if not even an emote? What if that was just a landing? Like, what if they had customizable landings and introductions instead of everybody having the same landing? You can have Iron Man come down in his Infinity War Iron Man suit, in the civilian outfit, in his civilian clothes, and then the suit forms around him. That would be fire, and it would make some money off that. Like, they're charged for that. That literally Dauntless had that. Dauntless had custom landings in their shop that you can buy for your character. Bro, literally, if they just listen to me, if Chris and Amics literally just listen to me, because I know they don't want to listen to my content ideas, but if they literally just listen to my marketplace ideas, they would make so much money. Are they going to expand the challenge cards? So far, no word on that from what I've heard. Imagine Hawk doing the default dance. You think the next I don't know why everyone thinks it's going to be Ragnarok. It's literally already in the game. Like, both his Ragnarok looks are already pretty much in the game. They got his casual outfit, and they got his gladiator. You know they already don't like giving Hawk skins. I don't think it's happening. I hope y'all Hawk mains get your skin. I don't think it's happening though. What if out of nowhere they just said F it and threw in Taser face? I'll be like, are you guys okay? You need help? And when did you have time to add this character? And Black Widow's invisibility is still bugged. Come on. Damn. Come on. Die roll stats. No damage buff. Black Widow, yeah, Black Widow invisibility has been bugged for a year. It doesn't work. It doesn't work at all on the super adaptoid, and it doesn't work on normal enemies after you do a takedown. If you do a takedown while you're invisible, all of a sudden all the enemies can now see you. And that is the next hero. That is accurate. That's why you didn't understand people saying they want a Ragnarok Hulk skin. Yeah, that's why I'm like, I understand people that want that. I know why people want the Edward Norton Hawk skin, or even I guess the 2012. They just want a Hawk with different rip pants and mainly a different build. They don't like the physique. They want a Hawk with the Mark Ruffalo haircut and the slimmer physique, instead of this gorilla body that he has right now. Black Panther's been down bad since the summer. Correct. Custom explosion colors would be good too. Think about scores in Rocket League. Color effects would be sick. Yeah, though I will say the last thing this game needs are more particle effects. they do have a lot of particle effects in this game already. I'm just thinking about those poor PlayStation 4 players and Xbox One players. What hero is going to be best to knock enemies in the lava? Hawk, she's got his tectonic fury. Him and Kamala can just like push people. Him and Kamala can grab enemies and throw them over into the lava. Hawk can grab 2 at a time. Kamala can also push them off with her high five, and Hawk can do his tectonic fury and just knock them off. You just got to make sure they're not so strong that they kill the enemies before they fall into the lava. That's the only thing. Adept Spark, bruh. With Spider-Man's web yank. The spin, yeah. If you position yourself correctly, you should be able to spin them into the lava, depending on what level you're on. What do you believe this game is actually missing? A lot of things. Too many for them to fix, unfortunately. But in the immediate, the most achievable things they can do is they can do something. They can do something about the time gating. They can start focusing more on adding more villain encounters. New interesting game modes that make people want to repeat them over and over again. They can definitely stand to improve the marketplace a little bit. They should add a Bully McGuire. For several reasons they cannot, but that would be awesome. I would definitely cop a Bully McGuire. Not gonna lie. What up, Craig? It's nothing much. Just farming this red room with Black Widow. Making haters look bad. The same-o. How you doing, my friend? Iron Man number 14 suit. Got it. I get the Thor piece. Unfortunately, nah. My Thor is bugged and can't get slot 2 drops. So oh my god, they gave me target spark. So I switched to Black Widow to see if she was working, and I noticed that I was only getting ranged drops for Black Widow. So I was like, okay, well, if I'm only going to get range drops for Black Widow, I might as well try to farm the piece for Black Widow, and I'll just wait until the Cosmic Threat event to try to get it with Thor, because the Rev Room is notoriously pretty broken when it comes to gear rewards, unfortunately. So I'll just wait for the Cosmic event, because that's where I got my my pieces for Hawkeye and the one I'm using for Thor right now. Iron Man. Iron Man number 14. I can't tell which, but I for one am tired of Iron Man getting suits all the time. Let somebody else get some suits. Iron Man always getting suits. Your power level was glitching every time you finish the raid. Sheesh. You almost got the guy one for Thor. Side version of this piece with Valor and Precision. You're trying to get the attack on raise to drop for Thor. It's very annoying. It's so annoying. They definitely gotta bring back targeted farming for the tachyon pieces. It's just so annoying. It's absolutely ridiculous that this is how you have to farm for gear in a looter. Because for some reason they just hate the idea. They want to make a looter, except they don't want players to treat it like a looter by playing it every day and farming. I don't get it. Oh, God. Was I ever wait for the game for a period of time? Yep. When Ghost of Tsushima Legends came out, I was like, perks I'm looking for, the usual. I'll take either a targeted buff or a proficient buff at this point. As long as I can get it with the high caliber shot, I'm good. I literally just want the high caliber shot with either a targeted buff or proficient buff, and I'm good. Is the Grips of the Storm better than anything the raid has? Yes. Yes. There. Yeah, the Grips of the Storm with the targeted buff is on Thor is the best piece of gear in the entire game. Way better than anything you'll get in the raid. Are they nerfing damage buff? Alex did say they plan to nerf damage buff. I don't know how much they're going to nerf it, but they did say they are planning that he plans on nerfing damage buff. He said he's going to buff other skills, but we'll see how that works. You never seen high caliber on targets? Only proficient? Let's see. Do I have one already? Oh, hold on. Oh God. Yeah, see, it dropped. Yeah, right here. See, high caliber does drop with targeted. Actually, I actually don't think I've ever gotten proficient in high caliber. I only get it with targeted. Where do you get Grips of the Storm? From the thing I'm doing right now until March 3rd, I believe is when the event ends. Once the event ends, then you have to wait for either another event. If the Cosmic Threat event comes, then they usually gives out surge gear. Otherwise, you can only get it. Otherwise, you can only farm it from the Tachyon Rift missions and the Monica villain sector. for just for the shotgun gear. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it for Widow, but it would have been nice if I got it for Hawkeye, because I have two God roll tachyons for Hawkeye. Both of them targeted buff. It would have been nice if one of them was proficient, because I got proficient on Thor, but I got 2 targeted buffs on Hawkeye. I'm like, bruh, if only you could share gear with your characters, which is something you can do on Outriders, but can't do on this game. Hope the roadmap is good. I hope it is too. There are a lot of people that are, still have some hope for this game and just want it to be better. And I hope the roadmap doesn't let them down. But with that said, I wouldn't give my hopes up for like a spectacular roadmap. Keep your expectations in check. Range crit, vibranium payload artifact, melts on Thor. Yeah, I got it. Unfortunately, I have it on Thor with the might and proficiency, which is very annoying. So I'm going to keep. That's the main reason I'm probably going to keep doing the elite raid with Thor, and I don't get it again. How do you access the social menu? It should be in the character menu. Just look at the bottom of your screen. I'm on PlayStation, so it'll just tell you to push triangle. I don't know what it is. I assume it's the same on Xbox. I guess triangle is Y. I don't know. I don't have an Xbox, but on PlayStation it's triangle. Why is targeted good for Thor, not for Hawkeye and Widow? It is. It's good for them too. It's good for Hawkeye. It's good for everybody, but Hawkeye proficient buff is good for Hawkeye because it triggers on range. It triggers on power attacks, and Hawkeye's bag of tricks counts as a range power attack. So if you're just spamming bag of tricks, it'll proc more often. Target buff is good on Thor because the way Thor is made, he gets guaranteed crits. So every time you throw your hammer, it's a crit, which means you basically have a constant damage buff if you have Thor, since you can guarantee crits, unlike the other characters. Yeah, unless your game is bugged, it tells you where the social menu is at the bottom left of your screen. See right there, for me it's a triangle at the bottom left. Don't be sleeping on the Xbox. Literally, Xbox has nothing to remotely tempt me. You have nothing of value. The only thing I'm interested in from Xbox is Fable, and they still haven't even announced it yet. So who knows how many years away that is. Even if they took the guarantee clear away, that would be mean of them. Fortunately, they haven't hit Thor yet. All Thor's cheese has been left alone. Nobody plays a raid anymore. Apparently not. Apparently Trix is the only one that still plays. Yeah, I gotta charge my freaking controller again. And of course I don't get it. God roll stats though. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. I'm actually about to go watch Doom Killer's podcast. He's got one. He's doing one right now with High Ruler about the state of the game. So if you want to hop over there and join me, that would be nice. I'll leave a link here. !Doom. Check out his channel. It should be fire. Sure, they're going to have a nice discussion about the game. I'll see you guys. Otherwise, I'll see you guys tomorrow. They should be doing an MCU skin reveal. If not, then I'll still see you tomorrow. I'm Sadot the Gamer, signing out.